Okay, guys, we're set for paper 2, and in this paper 2, look, I just got this paper today from Northwest. Sir on the line here sent it to me, so I've got a friend who sent it to me. So we got to walk through together, you know. So it's not things I've seen as well. We want to think together, but I want you to do the thinking. Let's focus on Trigs. Look at this first 7 marks. I'll give you 5 minutes. We're looking at Trigs and Euclidean. Let's see if we can run through in 3 hours. But you've got to do the work for me. Use all the tricks that I've taught you. Shortcuts. You'll get your mark. Quickly, 5 marks. You got to run against time. Paper 2, time management is most important. You're going to lose your 5 minutes there. Just forget about that paper. All right, thank you. Mohammed says negative 2 sine x. Let's quickly, guys. Here you gain time, right? You gain speed. What is sine 90 plus x? Once I see 90, I must change my trig ratio. And please don't do things, out of, just use a calculator. It will help you to check the sign. Sine 90, let's use 1. Is it a positive or a negative? It's a positive. So I know my first answer should be what? Cos x. Remember, let me just remind you quickly. We use what you call head nod and head shake. That helps a lot. I want this to be white. All right. Head nod and head shake. What do I have here? 0, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and what? 360 degrees. If I'm going up or down, nodding my head, what am I saying? Change the trig ratio. So once I see a 90, a 270, I can go twice the cycle to see. But if I am going horizontally, what am I saying? Don't change the ratio. That's why 90, my sign changes to cos, and I use my calculator to check. For tan 360 plus x, you can also do the same. But a simpler way to do 360, do you notice that 360 and 0 are in the same place? Cancel it and put a 0 there. What is 0 plus x? X. So that gives me what? Tan x. Please, let's use brackets. If we are multiplying. Over cos 240. I taught you how to reduce. What do? I go to my calculator quickly. Don't worry about all of those 180 plus 60. Those things don't give you mark. Cos 240 equals to shift cos answer. Cos will always be a problem. It gives me 120. For cosine, what do I say? Minus 180. For cosine only. Sine and cos will give you the same straight answer. But for cos, if it gives me something bigger than 90, what do I say? Minus what? 180. Check. What do I have? Negative 60. That is negative cos 60. Go and check any of my lessons. You would find all of this there. Tan 225. Just get your calculator. You stop thinking about 270 minus 270 plus. I hate those things. Shift tan answer. Check. Tan 45. I'm done. I already have 4 marks out of 7. Now what do? Cos x. I can simply change what? Tan x into sine x over, please immediately, write neatly. It's going to help you. Now, negative cos 60. Don't force yourself. If you don't remember, use a calculator. It's negative half. That's what we got earlier on. So, negative half. Tan 45. Use a calculator. 1. All right. Now, what do you notice? That. So, what do I have? I have sine x divided by negative half, which is sine x times negative 2 over 1. Negative 2 sine x. Can I check my answer? Yes. Look at what I'll do. I want to check my answer. I'm going to come back to my calculator. Takes you a few seconds. You rather get things right than do a whole lot of nonsense in the paper. Sine, I'm going to use 1. 90 plus 1 multiplied by tan. I'm using 1 for my x, right? So 361. Is that fine? Over cos what? 240. What do I have? Tan 225. Check. Remember my x is 1, right? Look at my answer. Negative 0,034. You don't need to cram it. If you see it again, you would know. So I'm going to go now to my own answer and put 1 for my x. Check. Negative 2 sine. I chose 1 for x, right? So I'm replacing my. Check. You don't need to cram. Done. 7 marks in the bag.
So just quick question. Sine x divided by minus a half is rationalizing the denominator.
You're not rationalizing. It's division. When you do division, a over b divided by b over c. It is a over b times.
Oh, okay.
It's different times.
You keep, you flip, and you change the sign.
Okay.
Oh, that's cool. So would you like to
Keep, flip and change once you are divided. KFC. Done. Please, you don't waste time. Let's get this done. 7 marks again. 7 marks. I'll give you, okay, I'm seeing something very strange here. 68,5. I don't know what they mean there. But, well, learners like you wrote this paper. So, it's worth a challenge. Let's see. 6 minutes. Please, whatever you're not sure of, let's deal with it. Okay, guys, let's mark quickly. Again, I'll be showing you what I do to make things work for me quickly. Look at sine 43 equals to a. The first thing I need to remember is this. That 43 is not just a. It's what? Just in case I need it, but I don't know yet if we are going to need it. A over what? 1. But let's leave it there. The first one, sine 223. Try to reduce it. Okay? Check. I told you all those 180 funny things. I don't do that. Come. Sine 223 equals to shift sine answer is for the negative 43. Did you get negative? Okay. So this is written as negative sine 43. That is one mark. And that is negative a. Second mark. Don't need to show the 180 what now. But if you're comfortable with it, I just want assurance and time management. I'm done. Sine 68. All right. 68,5 looks very, very tricky. Me seeing comma 5, I know that they are probably divided. Okay. So I'm going to try to find a connection between 68,5 and 43. You get your calculator. Look, once you see this, whatever number you see there, multiply it by 2, divide by 2, add 45, add 60, subtract, find a link. If I see 68,5, the first thing that comes to my head is to multiply by 2, and that gives me what? 137. Now, is there a relationship between 137 and 43? How will I check? If I add 43 there, what would that give me? 180. Then I know I'm done. I don't know if it makes sense. It's a decimal. I know definitely there's a times 2 somewhere. I got sine 137. And 137 plus 43. But how do I then put all of this together? Right. Ooh. Okay. What is the relationship between sine 137 and, because I see that 37 or 43 plus 137, 43 plus 137 should give me what? 180. So I know that this angle is actually equal to somehow that angle. I'll show you what I mean. What is sine 137 equals to? Let's see. I'll go to my calculator. No. Remember, we're not using calculator. Sine 137 equals to shift sine answer. Do you see that sine 137 is the same as sine 43?
Okay.
And I know that I'm walking around. So 137 divided by 2 should give me what? 68, what? 5. Hold on. This is what I'm trying to show you. That sine 137 is the same as sine 2, 68,5. Does that make sense? 2 theta. But I know that my sine 37, watch this. I may not eventually use sine. I'm seeing something. Sine 137 is the same as what? Sine 43. But I'm going to have a problem. Remember that we are not using what? Calculators. I will have a problem. I don't know if you see my problem. If I make this a, you know that I am stuck. Please don't tell me to divide by 2. Now, once I see double angle, please take note of this. Once I see double angle, the first thing I should check is cos 2 theta. That's the king of double angle. This is the same thing as 2 cos squared theta minus 1, which is also the same thing as 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. Please also use your formula page. Hold on. Do you notice I got stuck with the sine? I want to try the cos now. So I'm stuck here. So I'm stopping. I'm going to come now and say, okay, hold on. I got stuck. What is cos 1? Was it 37 we're using? it is the same thing as cos 2 what? 68,5, which is cos 2 theta. And I am looking for sine. I don't know if you see this formula. That, oh, cos 137 is that. Beautiful. And what is this? This is actually 1 minus 2 sine squared 68,5, because my theta is 68,5. And what is cos 137? Let's reduce again. What is cos 137? Cos 137 equals to shift cos answer minus 180 for cos, negative cos 43. Please, I want to pause here and let's discuss forth and back. I want to take your questions here if there's anyone who is lost. Yes?
How did we change it to the cos 137 when it was a sine 68?
When?
Why is it a cos 137?
All right. Because I am guided by this. You see, I am looking for sine 68,5, which I can find here. But then, this has to be what? Cos 2 theta. So, I am guided by my formula. And because the angle I have is 43, I can do anything I have with this cos.
That's so smart. Okay, got you.
Now, all I need to do, I am going to need my little diagram to get cos. 43 is in the first quadrant. Please draw it as part of the solution, because I'm stuck there. I don't know what cos 43 is. So I'm going to quickly go to my triangle. That's why it's 5 marks. Go to my triangle quickly. What is this? 43. And I know that according to sine 43, this is opposite over what? Hypotenuse, which is A1. Therefore, what is this? 1 minus a squared. Please, some people would say a minus 1. Just be careful of that. It's 1 hypotenuse minus. Lovely. Now, what is cos 43? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Oh, I am now done. So, negative, what is cos 43? Root 1 minus a squared over 1 equals to what? 1 minus 2 sine squared 68,5 degrees. Do you see the maths? Let's move this whole thing. What do we have? 2 sine squared 68,5 is 1. I'm taking that one to the other side. Plus 1 minus a squared. Can I divide both sides by 2? Yes. And then find the square root. So what would my answer be? Sine 68,5. First I'm dividing by 2. 1 minus a squared. But it's a squared. So, and I'm done. So you've got to find a relationship. You've got to find a relationship. Okay, let's see. Oh, 1 second. Just want to read. What's happening? Good, sir. Is the same to assume, okay, that word. Is it safe to assume that each time we multiply the given angle by 2, we can always use double angle? Okay, it's not actually an assumption. Once you see that you're dividing or multiplying by 2, it's a double angle. That's why it's called double. Once I multiply by 2 or divide by 2, I am going for the double angle formula. And the double angle formula, the most usable one, is your cos 2 theta. Are we okay? Any question from here? I know this was quite tricky. Now, lady, talk to me.
Hi, sir.
Hello, Nana.
So why are we adding a squared? Like, why do we have squared on the a?
Theorem of Pythagoras.
Oh, okay.
Remember,
Yes, sir.
you got it right?
Yes, sir.
Because we don't have x. We only have a over 1. We can only get x by saying r squared equals to x squared plus That's how we got our x.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
I understand.
Okay, lovely. Any other question?
Yeah.
Would you ever be awarded marks in your diagram?
Yes, please. Please. Always draw the that diagram is actually 1 out of these 5.
Oh, okay.
Once you see without the use of a calculator and you see that you need the third XYR, please draw the diagram. Beautiful. Okay, we move. You can rewatch this later. 5 marks here. This should take you about, okay, let's say 5 minutes or 4. But because there's a lot of writing here, I think 5. Quickly. Maybe when I'm done with this, I can also look at maybe a Limpopo paper and try to find one. Okay, did we manage to finish?
I got to stop.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let's see quickly. Okay, I see Mohammed Awande. What's wrong there? Is it time or you got stuck? Respond quickly. Time or you got stuck?
Got stuck, therefore did not have enough.
Now, lady, time or you got stuck? There are two different things.
Got stuck, therefore did not have enough.
Never.
Or in math language, got stuck, hence I did have not enough.
Nah.
Right, question.
All right, the first thing I'm going to look at is cos A is negative. And going back to my grade 10, what do I know? All students take coffee. Where is cos negative? Cos is negative in the second and the third quadrant. Okay, we're good there. And then they said sine A is greater than 0. It means sine is what? Positive. Where is sine positive? First and second. Where do I have a double tick? Second. So I know I'm working in the second quadrant. Does that make sense? Did you get that one? You sure?
Yes.
So I'm going to now draw my diagram for working. I know my second quadrant is now like that. And this is going to be my A. What do we know? Cos is what? X over R. So it's 4, which is negative over 5. That makes a lot of sense. I'm going to eventually need that y. Theorem of Pythagoras. What is y going to be? 5 squared, it's 3 anyway, minus negative 4 squared. Y will be equal to what? 3. Please show all of this. Now I can jump into my question. That's a compound angle. Please, your formula page is your best friend.
Yeah, I've done that.
Sine A cos 30 degrees plus what? Cos A sine what? 30. What is sine A? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. 3 over 5. Use your calculator if you don't remember what cos 30 is. Sine 60, which is root 3 over 2. Plus, what is cos A? You are even given that. Negative 4 over 5. And what is sine 30? Half. And you're simplifying that. Voila, you're done. 3 root 3 over 10 minus 4 over 10, which is basically 3 root 3 minus 4 over 10. Okay, talk to me now. Are we on board? Did it make sense? I'm trying to run because I want to cover as many things as possible. Are we good? It's just a reminder. We know these things. It's just a reminder. Wait, did I just see a thumbs down now? Let me see. Anybody with a thumbs down? Can I see that thumbs down again? Because we're not going anywhere if one person has a thumbs down. We ain't going nowhere. Okay, beautiful. Everyone is okay. Lovely. So please follow the system. Find the triangle where you have your two quadrants, two ticks. Interpret like a baby. Yeah. Once we interpret very well, the working becomes very fast. Okay, beautiful. Next one. Oh, proving identity. 7.
I hate it.
Okay, let's see. 7 marks. Let's give you 8 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs down, quick response. You know the drill. Vukudo, do you want to unmute yourself? Vukudo, talk to me. Vokes.
So not done.
With which one?
The second one.
Okay, should I give you 2 minutes?
Yes, sir.
Not more than 2.
Thank you, sir.
You are welcome, Nana.
So how did the kids feel about it?
Difficult.
Why?
The functions here.
Okay. Anybody wants to take me through? Let's see. We want to prove, we always start from the complex side, and the complex side is the left-hand side. And I'll tell you something quickly. When I see tan x, I always think of getting what? Sine x. That's a possibility over what? So I'm going to work around that. Okay. Look, sine 2x, already I'm going to change that thing. Should I? Yes.
So if I can't say sine 2x over cos 2x to be 10 2x.
Then
10 over cos x, and then we go
I think that's going to be, then you'll have tan 2x minus tan x over cos 2x. I think that's going to be too much work.
too much work.
Yeah. I don't know. You see, these things the examiner wants you to think in a certain way. We're going to try first and see. But for me, I'd like to change that to sine x cos x. That's what I'm going to do first. All right. Minus, should I keep my tan x? I'll change it. Okay. That's what I would do. Now, once I introduce a fraction there, I'll come here and say over 1. Now, over, I'm going to keep my cos 2x for now. Because I don't know which one to do.
Oh, that's
So I'm going to keep it. Now, if I look at this, I use my diagonal denominator. All right? So the 2 sine x cos x multiplied by the cos x would give me what? 2 sine x cos squared x minus, multiply diagonal again, sine x over cos x, okay wait, divided by cos 2x. I'm still going to keep it.
So why is the cos x in the denominator?
Because you have to keep that cos x.
1 times cos x is cos x. Divided by,
okay.
I don't want to have a division over another division. I don't like it.
I guess.
Yeah. So, if you look at the top, what's common? Sine x looks to be common.
Yeah.
So let's factor it out. What do we have? Sine x. What do I have? 2 cos squared x minus.
And
Ah.
identity.
Do you notice that that's an identity? This is over what?
Cos x.
Cos x. Now, if I use my rule of division, it is times 1 over. I can either change this one immediately, because I want to reduce the number of things I'm going to do. What is cos 2x? 2 cos squared x minus 1. So, do you notice that?
Cancel, and then sine over cos is tan x.
I have sine x over cos x. And that would give me what?
Tan x.
So don't be in a hurry to change your cos to x. You know, just give it time, let it breathe, and then you find it. I hope it makes sense.
So, I like leaving things in sine and cosine. If I chose to also just simplify the right hand side to sine over cosine and make them equal,
It's fine. It's okay.
I just don't like them.
Determine the value of this. I don't. Why would they give you such a question though? Sine 120 minus 1060. Look, they said hence. Can I show you? Let's try to see the connection between the two. Hence means. Hold on. I'm just seeing it now. Hence means it's kind of connected. Do you notice? Look at this. Look at this. Sine 120. They said hence, right? Tan what? 60 and cos. Look at what the examiner wants you to write. I can write that sine 120 as sine 2 times 60 degrees because it's sine 2 theta minus 1060 over what? Cos 2 times, can you see it's exactly what I have on top? Equals to tan x, which is equal to tan 60. I don't even have to solve. Which is what? Root 3, just root 3. And I'm done. Hence, so try to link both of them together. You don't have to do, I don't think they even want you to do special angles.
I did special angles. I reduced all of it and we got special angles.
Okay, too much work.
No, yeah,
Because you have to reduce 120. And if you are doing special angles, you can't just change 120 to a special angle. You have to bring it to 60 first. Then you bring cos 120 to 60 again. Then change everything to special angles. Then do algebra simplification. Hence. No, without the use of a calculator, buddy.
No, but sine 120 gets your answer 1060 and the show the
it
table.
costs 120 straight 120.
Look, no, guys, if I need to do special angles, that sine 120, I'll have to first write it as sine 60 minus, I can't just go straight to the value. And this would be negative cos what? 60. Then, only then, like, what is sine 60? Half minus root 3 over negative what? Half, I think. Yeah. Now I'll have to simplify this, still without the use of a calculator. 1 minus 2 root 3 over 2. Why am I getting a negative here?
Because your cost was negative.
Cos 120 is negative second quadrant, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see what this is going to give us. But now, you see, you are forced to now bring in a calculator divided by half, which would be times 2 over 1. Now, that will cancel that. Are you sure? Or am I doing something wrong?
So isn't sine 60?
Oh, sine 60, root 3 over 2.
There we go. I was like, okay, wait, I did something terrible.
Root 3 over 2, yeah, I could tell that something is wrong. Now, diagonal, denominator, root 3 times 1 would give me root 3, all right, minus 2 root 3 over negative half. Those are like terms, right? So what do I have? Negative root 3. Wait, there's a 2 that I'm seeing. Why is this 2 here? What is cos 60?
So, half.
Cos 60.
A half, but then we put the negative because it's a negative cosine.
Yeah, wait, why am I having this? Negative. Huh? Oh yeah, I noticed that there's a 2 miss. But can you see that this is just...
You get it as negative square root.
This is extra work, right? This is so much extra work when I could have just used my... Can you see my hands? Done long ago. Over 2, right? Divided, thank you, Muhammad, divided by negative half. So negative root 3 over 2 times 2 over 1, which would give me root what? 3. But look at my hands, observing. Done. Okay.
I don't like that word.
You have to. General solution, quickly. General solution.
Yeah.
Come, please, please.
This is a lot of simplifying.
I'll give you 8 marks there. Run with it, run with it. General solution. Wait. Guys, are we okay? I'm seeing a message now that says I made a mistake. Where was my mistake? Oh, okay, on that question. Fine. Linda, you got so much tears in your eyes. Are we okay, guys?
No.
Oh, Fatima, lovely. Okay, I see thumbs down, thumbs down.
Yeah, I see that.
Thumbs down, thumbs down. Mamani. Manny, why are you giving me a thumbs down? Okay, look at what I'm going to do. The first thing that comes to my head here is to observe my right hand side, which looks like what? A double angle formula. Cos, cos, plus sine, sine. Compound, right? Which gives me what? Cos, cos. So it's basically, if you check this, it is cos A. Please, you need that formula page. Cos B plus, my A is 24, right? And I know that exists. And that is cos A minus B. So let's see where that takes us. Cos 24 minus X. My good learners, please. Already I see what to do. Whenever you are doing general solution and you come to a situation where you have sine K equals to cos Q, please straight use cofunctions. Use what? And how do you use cofunctions? You bring in 90 minus. So if I can change this, let's make the algebra very easy. I can simply change the right hand side to cos by saying cos 90 minus 2x. And once I have that, any of the two angles, I can use that as my reference angle. And this time around, cos is positive. You can see cos is positive. So we are in either quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. And in quadrant 1, it is ref. What am I solving? 24 minus x equals to 90 minus 2x. Let's bring that there. 2x will come here positive. It becomes x equals to, what is 90 minus 24? 66. Right? Plus k what? 360 degrees, where k is an element of. And then I go to Q4 because cos, we are dealing with a positive. You can see here it's a positive cos. Alright? It's positive there. And 360 minus reference angle. Somebody's saying, can I choose anyone as my reference? Yes. You can use 24 minus x as your reference. Still fine. What will this be? 360 minus, please, reference angle is 2 terms, so 90 minus what? 2x. Let's bring in plus k 360 from the first line. Okay, let's solve. 24 minus x. 360 minus 90 would be what? 270 plus 2x. Please simplify in every step. If I bring my 2x over, it becomes negative. So it's negative 3x. What's 270 minus 24? 2 what? 46. 246. Plus k what? Now what do we do? By negative 3. What would that give us? Negative 82 minus k 120, k being an element of integers. 6 marks.
We can't simplify the reference angle.
What do you mean?
Like when we have it as 24 minus x is equal to 90 minus 2x, you can't put the x's on one side and constants on one side.
No.
Because then it affects when you divide.
It's not algebra.
Okay.
Are we okay, guys? Co-functions is the key here. And I'm going to ask you to try this. You're going to try this and see if you can walk through it. If I want to change the left-hand side, what would I say? Sine 90, please. Look at this. It has to look like that. 90 minus the entire thing. If I'm changing the left-hand side, sine 2x. Now we expand. Sine, what is 90 minus 24? 66. Huh? 66 plus x. I hope that makes sense. Now I can choose anyone to be my ref. I like to just work with this as my reference angle. Where is sine positive? First quadrant and second quadrant. Check. 66 plus x equals to what? 2x plus k what? 360. Let's switch sides. If I move the, whatever you want to do, if I move the 2x over here, what will I have?
Minus x.
Minus x will be equal to what? Minus 66. And what is x? 66 degrees minus k. This minus k 360 really doesn't matter. Whether it's plus or minus, it's still the same. Check that first answer. Can you see 66? Your second answer might be slightly different from the cos one. What is the, it's 180 minus what? Reference in the second quadrant. So 66 plus x, don't forget k is an element of integers, will be what? 180. Okay, because of space, I'm just going to think what my answer should be. If I move the 2x over, what would it be? Positive 3x. What is 180 minus 66? 114 plus divide by 3, what do you have? 38. And both answers are correct. All right. What is 38 plus 82? 38 plus 82. 122. And that's your work. Can you see K120 there? Yeah. Guys, are we okay?
Sure.
How do I know you are correct? Look, if I look at this sign one and make K negative 1, because K is an element of integers, what would I have? 38 minus 120. And what would that give you? Minus 82 on the cos. So either you work with the cos or you work with the sine. Guys, are we okay? Are we okay? Are we okay? J is okay? Okay. Oh no, what am I doing? Okay, let's move. Trig functions, come quickly. Let's finish trigs quickly. This is, read through the question. 5 minutes, okay, because of reading. Please read, 6 minutes. 211. Guys, I'm sure we're done. Now you're chilling. We don't have the time to chill today. In the graph, f of x is a sine x. Okay, let's quickly walk through this. F of x is a sine x. And what is our g of x? That is what? Okay, 4 cos b x. Adron, negative 180 to positive 180, that's our domain. It passes through, the graph of f passes through 90 and what? 5. Which one is f? Oh, okay. So, that's 5. So 90 degrees and my y value is 5. And the graph of g passes through 90 and 0. Okay, beautiful there. Now, write down the values of a and b. These are quick marks that you should get. But if you are confused, this is what I like to do. I like to do this for someone who doesn't know how to get these values. When they say write down, you really don't need to calculate. But if you don't know what to do, I'll come to my f of x graph and find a point between 0 and 90. Let's hope it works. What is my, do you know this point is there? What is my y value? 5. Even if you have to, just do it. A sine what? X is 90. What is sine 90? 1. So what is A? 5. Done. Then you go to the g of x. What is g? Y value? 0. 4 cos what? 90b. Let's see if this one is going to work. Will it work? Cos 90. No. Let's see. Will it work? Yeah, it will work. Divide both sides by 4. What do you have? 0 equals to what? Cos 90b. What do you have? 90b would actually be equal to arc cos of 0, which is 1. Am I right?
Yeah.
What is b?
1.
No.
Divided by 1.
Oh.
Getting b alone.
We divide by 90.
Yeah.
But 1 over 90 is going to give you 0.01.
Wait, I want to see what I'm doing here. It's 4. I want to do it first, working out this, then I want to reason out the graph. 4. Wait, did I do something wrong? 0 equals to 4 cos 90b. Divide both sides by 4 would give you 0. No. Cos 90, arc cos of 0. What is it?
Cos 90 is 1.
No, cos 9.
Cos 90 is 0.
Sorry?
Arc cos of 0 is actually 90. So then b is
Yeah,
equal to
arc
1.
cos of 0 is 90. Then b is equal to what? 1. I wrote 0, yeah. Because cos 90 is 0. Are you lost?
No, I got the right answer. I'm just
Yeah.
looking at how
So b is 1. So that's one quick way to work out your answer. Use your calculator and get it done. Now, 5.2, amplitude of g. Please don't be tempted to just write the 4. Although in this case it's 4. Usually amplitude is top minus bottom divided by what? 2. Please. Even if you see a negative there, please work it out. Amplitude is always positive. But in this case, my amplitude is, what's the top again? Of g. Where's my g? There. Alright, it's going to be 4 by the way. So 4, negative 4. Alright, so amplitude is 4. Thank you there, Fatima. Number 3. What is the period of G? Sorry? Stop lying.
It's a full graph.
Are you smoking something? Check here. Period. Okay, yeah, you are correct. 360 over B.
We may not know a lot, but we know something.
360 over B. Okay. And what's our B? We got B as 1. I just like to use these formulas so that you make sure that it's correct. Okay. Lovely.
Okay, so what's the formula of the 360 over B?
Sorry?
Will it always be 360 over B?
Yeah, for cos and sine.
Okay.
Yeah. Or basically you count the number of graphs there. If it's a 10 graph, then it's 180.
180 because of the...
Okay, quickly. Let's say this one. We're going to walk through this one together because of time. Determine the value of x in the interval for which g, do you know what this one means? G of x minus f of x, the distance between them should be 5 units. But g of x minus f of x, and I think I have that already. This is 90 and 0.
And that's 95.
But, hold on. That is f of x minus g of x. That's, we should be here. G of x should be on top. Huh? You don't need that. It's 1 mark or so. Negative, yeah. So the correct answer is negative what? 90. This one is f minus g. This is g, but how? Are we okay, everybody? They want g to be on top, so negative 90 should be my correct answer there. Quickly, g of x is greater than 0. We're looking at the graph of g. Where is g greater than 0? There, where it's positive, right? All of that. Between negative 90 and, please know when I say between, it's like that. Negative 90 and what? 90 degrees. 5.4.3, f prime of x. Now, are we going to derive? No. What does f prime means? Gradient. Okay, let's do this together. Gradient multiplied by g of x. Please, I want you to listen to this part. Gradient multiplied by what? The g of x. Quickly. They said gradient. Gradient of what? Is it f? Oh, come. Wasting time. Alright, gradient of f multiplied by g of x. Gradient of f of x multiplied by what? G of x greater than or equal. Don't forget, this is what? Gradient. Let's go look at f. What's the gradient here? Negative. 0. Turning point. It's going up. 0. Now, let's go and mark off g of x. What is g of x? Negative, 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 negative. 0. Don't forget the zeros. No. G of x. G of x, not gradient. Not gradient. Gradient is 0 on top. G of x talks about y values. Now, I want this thing to be positive. Yes? Talk to me quickly. Yes?
Shouldn't the other side of like the pink marks be like negative?
Which side, Nana?
Where x is negative 90?
Okay, wait. Are you okay? Is this fine? Do we agree with this?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do we agree with this?
Yes, sir.
And then here? Is this what you're talking about?
Yes, sir.
No. What is this? F prime of x. We're talking about the gradient of f. Talk to me now, lady.
Yes, sir.
Gradient here is negative. Gradient here is positive. And then gradient here is negative. Don't forget, it's not f prime. It's not f of x. It's f prime of x.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right, beautiful. Lovely question. We are looking for where both of them are either negative or both of them positive. Make sense? Get your ruler. That's what I love to do. Just get a big ruler and rule and move my ruler. All of this is okay, right? They are both negative. Do you agree? They are both 0. They are both positive. So all of these are still involved. Both positive, both positive, both positive, both positive, both 0. And both, oh, so it's the entire domain. Beautiful question. It's the entire domain from negative 180 to positive what? 180. And it is inclusive. Because our domain is also what? Inclusive. Did that make sense to you, everybody? Please let me know. The examiner should have just told us to copy and paste the domain, man. We agree? Thank you. Okay, quickly, let's do that. Determine the minimum value of that. 8. And we have, now guys, if I want the minimum, it means this must be maximum. Whenever I divide by a big number, I'm going to get a small number. Now, between negative 60 and 60, let's go look at the graph. Between negative 60 and 60.
4. The answer is 4.
Really? Okay, do you notice that we do not have, young man, between negative 60, which is somewhere here, and positive 60, but we don't even have, so let's use our equation. Let's use our equation. Oh, by the way, what are we looking for again? We said g of x must be what? Maximum. Okay, we're just going to estimate first. Where's our g again? Which one is g? Okay, there we go. Between negative 60, which is somewhere here, and positive 60, which is somewhere here, what is the maximum? You can see the maximum is there. And what's the maximum? 4. I hope that makes sense. So this would be what? 8 over 4, which is equal to what? 2. Talk to me. Inversely proportional concepts there. For one to be maximum, the other would be minimum. Please talk to me quickly, we got to run. Hello, guys, can you hear me? All right. For which values of k will f of x plus k have no real root? No real root simply talks about no point of what? Intersection. What should the value of k be? Very simple. Which one is f again? That. When they say f of x plus k, we are really shifting the graph of what? F. So, look at it. What's the maximum here? Maximum is 5, right? So anywhere above 5 or anywhere below 5, and I'm done. This is 5. It has a root there. Once it goes above, no root.
So minus greater than 5 or 1 something.
So k.
Oh, must be greater than.
So k must be greater than 5, or k must be what? Less than negative 5. Basic functions there. Guys, we're running quickly. We're running. Let's use the group again if we need some more clarity, because I want us to still do what? Euclidean geometry. Oh, beautiful.
3D trig, actually.
3Ds. A quick summary would be, please split your triangles. Always. So what do I have? I have my first triangle, T, G, and A. This is beta. This is H, 90 degrees. Then what do I have? I have another triangle that looks like this. No, is it 90? No, not sure.
Isn't it it's
No, let's see. The TG is a vertical tower. Okay, if it's a vertical tower, that means that's 90 degrees. That if it's a vertical tower, then that is 90. Okay, guys, if it's 90, I don't have to draw their own funny diagram. that is B, that is G, that is T, that is H, that's theta, and 90. Triangle 2, triangle 1. Your GBA is on the floor. That's the ground. B, G, and A, 120 degrees alpha. Guys, if you do this, I promise you things are going to work very smoothly for yourself. And the fourth triangle is not, we know nothing there. Okay. Guys, determine BAG in terms of alpha. So let's go find angle BAG. Where is it?
The floor one.
The floor one. B, where's the highlighter? Here, sit. B, A, G. In terms of what? Alpha. And that's the only triangle that actually has alpha. What do you notice there? Sum of angles in a triangle. So what is A?
180 minus alpha. 180 minus 120 minus alpha.
Come on, can you simplify it for me?
60 minus alpha.
60 minus alpha. Sum of angles in a what? Triangle. Guys, are we okay there? Are we okay? I'm doing the thinking for you now because of time. Because the next one I'm keeping quiet. We're going to have 1.5 hours again for Euclidean. Express BG in terms of H and theta. Now let's go and look at our diagram. Where is theta? Which triangle? Triangle 2. And it's a right angle triangle. That's a right angle triangle. What are we looking for? No, BG is the. It's this. So this is my opposite. That's my hypotenuse. And this is my what? What am I looking for? BG. BG is what? The adjacent. What do I have? No way. No, why cos?
Oh yeah, sorry,
tan.
My bad.
Theta opposite over what? What am I looking for? BG. That will be what? H over tan theta. Another 2 marks. Are we on the same page? Let me know. Same page, everybody? Okay. Let's look at the third one. Hence, which means we need all the things we've done. Prove that sine theta, sine alpha equals to that. Tan theta sine A. Okay. So, let's try to see what triangle to use. Basically, we're saying sine alpha is tan theta sine A over what? Okay, you know what I will do? I'll go look at alpha first. Look at what I have there. Alpha is in triangle 3. Right. Alpha is in triangle 3. Okay, let me write this nicely. And I'm going to try to split the whole thing. I see a tan beta there. Interesting. Okay, let's work. Sine alpha. If I try to use, since they said sine, they may throw me off sometimes, but I'm going to try to work through with sine rule first. Okay. If I'm working with sine rule, what will it be? Hold on, let me write my answers here for this one. Quickly, everybody. Just want to write, because I want to create a fresh page. A is 60 minus alpha, and tan theta is what? H over what? BG. Okay. If I want to work with sine rule, let's see what I should be having. Hopefully it works out. Sine alpha will be equal to, sine alpha over what? AG Remember, angle over the opposite side.
Sorry.
And then what? Since I'm working, can you see I'm working with A? Would be what? Sine A over what? BG. Why are you restless?
Kim's always restless.
No, sit down.
ADHD.
Sine alpha over AG equals to that. Are we okay? Now, we want sine alpha. So let's play with the rule. Sine alpha will be equal to what? AG, if I cross multiply, sine A, and I know this angle already as what? 60 minus alpha. Okay, that came in handy. Makes sense? Over what? BG. Do I know BG from the second question? What is BG from here? H over 10 theta. Lovely. Can I get AG? Which triangle has AG? The first triangle. Oh, we are done. We got it right. I promise you. The first triangle. Opposite. And I'm looking for AG, right? What is AG? Adjacent. So what is tan? Tan beta. Opposite over what? AG. What is AG? AG is what? H over tan B. By the way, what is BG? H over. Your answer is there. It's now algebra. We are going to do that.
So can you re-explain how we got from AG to BG?
How we got from?
AG to BG.
Okay. Here we go again, guys. Use your whatever they give you as a guide. That's what I'm using here. They gave me that. So I'm thinking, let me try sine rule first. Okay. So sine that over the side. And they gave me, can you see what I did? I changed this to see where I'm going. Over that.
Okay.
So my job is to look for what? AG and what? BG. BG we already have. What about AG? Right in triangle 1. That is opposite. And this is what? So what is tan beta? Opposite. Good. Cross multiply. I normally just swap. So AG is what? H over tan beta. What about BG? We got that from the second question because of hence. Now I want to substitute my AG and my BG here.
Oh.
And I will be done with that question quickly because I need Euclidean done. Can I remove all of this now? Please, the lesson is going to be available to you. Just rewatch, do some work. Let's throw everything in now. What do we have? Sine alpha. Be careful with the algebra. What is AG? H over, and the way you write, multiplied by what? Sine 60. Can I say divided by? I don't want fraction over fraction. What is BG? Okay, what will this be? H, this is over 1. H sine 60 minus alpha over tan beta multiplied by tan theta over H. Okay, let's write it the way they want it. I'm just multiplying now, right? Doesn't really matter how, but we are there. The secret is draw out your triangles. Draw out your triangles. Guys, 6.4, I'm really not going to waste my time on that. They gave you alpha as 15, they gave you theta as 60, find B. No, I'll be abusing you if I'm doing that. Please, we can, I'm sure we can do that, right? We can all substitute. Which means, I love this examiner. If I didn't get that 6.3, I can still use it in 6.4. Because I'm just subbing in and I'm looking for 10. That's all. Can I believe that we can do that? We can do that? 1 minute, everybody. 1 minute, get me answers. 1 minute, please. 6.4. Assumption, they say, is the lowest form of information. Please, 6.4, everybody. Everybody. Free mark there. Free mark. 60 seconds.
So we're allowed to use our calculators here, right?
Yes. Yes, answers?
78,007.
70?
8,07.
Okay. Awanda is giving me 78,14. Fatima is giving me 78,07. Awanda, please check. Mohammed also 78,07. Suneha 78,07. Come guys, please, please, please. Nuyan, everybody's trying Vokudo. If you're not getting it, let me know. Nuyan, please. This is 3 free marks. Here, I know I'm getting 3 over 150 in the paper. Since I'm looking for beta, look, I want us to be smart. I'm just going to swap those. Learn to swap.
I swapped, sir. I took notes.
Learn to swap.
I took notes.
Sine. Oh, I wrote this wrong. Sine 60 minus alpha. Learn to swap. Over what?
Sine alpha.
Sine alpha.
Finally substitute in.
What is my theta?
60. Alpha is 15.
60 minus
15.
15.
And then sine 15. Then you get 3 plus cube square root 3.
I don't even need all of those. I'm just going to do this. Just put it straight in the calculator. 78, comma?
07.
You didn't get it, Kian.
I did. I'm just writing the answer because I never do the still at the last word.
Better drink some water and cool yourself down. All right. Come, Euclidean. Please. Here, 5 minutes. Now, lady, why are you getting 63,43? What's wrong? What did you do wrong? Remember, I said this is free 3 marks. What's up, child? Now, lady, are you okay with what I did? Okay. We don't want to make that mistake in the exam. All right, quickly. they're trying to draw parallel lines here. Let's give you 5 minutes for this. Please, this is what you do during reading time. This question, you get it during reading time. Don't be praying during reading time, please. Pray before.
I see absolutely nothing.
You see nothing?
Nothing. Next. Nada.
Always first check the angle you are given. Try to name the lines if you can. For example, what do I mean by naming the lines? Guys, keep walking. That's a radius. That's a radius. That's another radius. Already I'm seeing something here. You need to figure out, will it work for you? And they want this angle. This angle comes from here and goes to the center there. So which is 2 of that. Just figure out something. Oh yeah, done. My notes will always help you. Trace the source, describe the nature of lines around the angle. Guys, done. We should be done. Please, listen. Here's the secret. Everybody please listen. Here's the secret. When I give you such a question, make sure you read the information. Sometimes those parallel lines are not shown. So transfer every information. What am I looking for? I'm looking for what? N2. Start from there. N2. Look at the lines around N2. Do you notice N2 is connected to this symbol, which is a parallel line? So there's something involved there. Ta, ta, ta. What do we see? Okay, let's see if that would work. So it means N2 is the same as what? K1. But I still don't have it. So is it possible to get K1?
Yes.
What is K1?
K1 is equal to M2 angles in the same segment.
K1? Not angles in the same segment. Why would you say angles in the same segment? It's not on the circumference. So the first thing I'm seeing is this is equal to what? That. That's the angle I'm looking for. But now I know it's all connected again to what? The 64 somewhere, somehow. Please, they want you to think angle in the same segment. But I cannot use angle. It looks as like that. But I can only use angle in the same segment if it's on the circle. Right? O1 is equal to? How do you know? But hold on. Do you notice I want to look at this angle as well? This angle is also connected to what? A parallel line. What is O1? 64. Okay. Let's see if we can figure it out. Are you with me, everybody? Now check. That's why it's 3 marks. It's actually 4 marks, I think. But look at this angle O1. It's right at the center. Angle at the center is 2 times angle on the circumference. N2 is 32. Is that what you guys got? Did anybody get it shorter? Because I think that's what I did. Did anybody get it in a shorter way? This is my answer. That's what I saw. Okay, but I didn't need the K1. So I said, okay, O1 equals to what? 64 degrees. Alternate what? Angles. KO is parallel to MN. But then N2 will be equal to what? 32 degrees. Angle at center is equal to 2 times angle at. I don't think there's a shorter way. Did anybody get a shorter way? I doubt. Mohammed? Did you get it shorter? Okay, let's run. What about L? Again, let's study L. We go and study L. Please don't say it's a cyclic chord. You were not told. It can only be a cyclic chord if all the 4 edges are on the circumference. So let's try to work it out. If I look at L, L looks like in the middle of nowhere. Okay, hold on. So this is already 32 as well, right? Let me use it. This is also, yes, I'm listening to you.
So could you not get interior angles of a triangle therefore and then
Okay, now lady, come in.
then do opposite angles and then around the point and those two be equal and then 3, 6. I'm speaking a whole lot of
gibberish. Now lady, talk to me.
Hi, sir.
Yes.
So can you say that KLMN is a cyclic chord because they're all on the circumference?
Oh yeah, you saw that cyclic chord. I didn't see that. Beautiful.
And then we can use opposite
Beautiful.
angles.
Beautiful. Winner, check. They are all touching. And since we know this as 32, this is going to be 180 minus 32. Beautiful. Thank you. So what is 180 minus 32? 148. What's your reason? Just cyclic chord, you're fine. Number 3, N1. N1 is 32 degrees. Do you know why? That's a radius. That's a radius. That gives me an isosceles triangle.
Oh yeah.
But now I must first tell can you see, once you see this, I must first tell the examiner that I got K1. So how did we get K1? K1 is equal to what? 32 degrees. Alternate what? Angles. Do you remember from N1? N2 rather, parallel to what? MN. Please don't use the word isosceles. You'll get a big fat 0. Angles, since we look for angles, opposite what? Equal sides. If I had used the side, then I'll say side opposite equal angles. Please, this you work out in your 10 minutes. Please don't pray. I repeat. Pray before the 10 minutes. Didn't play? Why are you laughing? I'm serious, now lady. Pray before 10 minutes. That 10 minutes. And don't look through the paper. 10 minutes you answer Euclidean. Guys, if you are practicing today, please go practice what I'm saying. This first part of Euclidean, don't write. Just stay at it. Give yourself 10 minutes. How many angles will you be able to find? You'll find a whole lot of answers. When they say start writing, you start from there. Okay. Didn't I should explain N2. Okay, Nana. Check here. I want N2. Let me clean all of this again so that we can see clearly. Okay, I want N2. Again, I don't want it to be moving all over the show. Don't move all over the show. All right? My notes on Euclidean, I think we have a picture. We sent a picture of the rules. Trace the source of a given angle. Describe the nature of the lines around the angle. If you're asked to prove a line, whether lines are parallel or tangent, use the if statement. Young man, control yourself and sit down. Control and sit. You are hyper. You are. Control and sit.
What did I eat? I ate McDonald's.
Stop eating McDonald's. Okay, so I want N2, right? So I'm going to go first and check N2. Where is N2 coming from? Look at this. N2 is coming from Km. Where does it go to? It actually goes to O1, and O1 is at the center. So I know that angle at the center is 2 times angle at the... So if I can get O1, I'll be done. Right? So let's look at O1 again. Describe the nature of the lines. O1 is connected to what? Once I see parallel, I'm looking for fun angles. Second parallel line. So can you see that M2 therefore is equal to O1, which is what? 64. And half of 64, 32. We don't want to waste time, we want to get it done. Are we okay, everybody? Make sense?
Yes.
So we follow the rules. I'm sure on the group. All right. On the group, if you just trace the pictures, you would find that. Okay, guys, please, proofs. I'm moving. You need to go and learn. You are learning how many proofs? 7.
7?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, you don't learn all of it.
5 proofs. I can give you the list if you want. 5 proofs. 7 proofs. Can write as fast as possible. Number 1. Angle at center. Number 2. Tan chord. No. Number 3. Cyclic opposite angles of a cyclic chord are supplementary. Opposite angles of cyclic chord are supplementary. Number 4, line drawn from center. Number 5, converse of number 4. Number 6, proportionality. And number 7, similar triangles are proportional. Those are the 7.
So the bictangent theorem is not examinable.
The what?
Bictangent theorem.
The what?
Bictangent theorem.
By?
Bictangent.
Pythagoras. No, these are all the theorems you need to learn.
You know the one with the other circle. Okay.
If it's not here, you don't have to learn it.
Okay,
So this is for June prelims and finals?
Yes, June prelims and finals. June prelims and finals. Okay, guys, we have 1 more hour, and I want us to run through these questions. Please, this Euclidean section, if you keep looking for things everywhere, you're going to waste time. Is that okay? I'm going to lead all of these questions because I want you to learn how I'm going to do it. Like I said, I got this paper today, and there's no memo for it. So we're working out the memos together. So please, what would I do? Look at my first question here. In the diagram, PQ is a diameter. Start from reading. PQ is a diameter. I am going to underline my word, diameter. I'm going to stop reading immediately. Go to the circle. Where's PQ? Diameter. There's a theorem that goes along with diameter. Angle in a semicircle. So there's an angle here that is 90 degrees, which is what? R1. That's the first thing I'm doing. Make sense? Lovely. PS is a tangent. You stop again. Oh, remember, it means there's a center here. That's a radius. That's a radius. Now, if PS is a tangent, I'm going to come here and label it. What do I have? Tan rad, 90 degrees. Can you see my reading? And then I have tan chord, which is, that's a chord. And where is that chord going? Here. Normally I would have used X, but I see that the examiner is using X there. So, again, let me trace the tan chord for you. Tangent and a chord. Where is that chord going to? Do you see there? Now, we are told that QRP is equal to X. Where is Q? QRP, which is P1, is equal to what? Okay. I have transferred everything they told me into my diagram. Now I'm going to the question. Give a reason why PRQ is 90. I'm done. Angle in a semicircle. You can write it like that. A half circle. Number 2. Proof that S is equal to X. Come, my good people, let's go check. This is the angle. First, you go and look at the angle. Now, do you notice this angle is outside the circle? Okay, please don't bring angles in the same segment here. What not? It's outside the circle. I can only bring in angles in the segment if they are, if it's a cyclic chord. All right. So, the first thing I'm going to look at, I want to prove that this is X. Interesting. This guy is in a triangle. Right? Or sum of angles in a triangle should be what? 180. Beautiful. What do I know in this triangle? Are you aware that I know this? 90 angles on a straight line. And I know this as 90 minus X. Talk to me. This whole thing is 90. This is X. That's why I said write all the information. It's going to help. All right? 90. This is X. So this is... Now, if I look at this triangle, this has to be X. Done. Now, how did you get to that point? Now, I want to write all the things I have. What did I use? I used what? P2. But before I got that, it was not given, so I have to come and say angle QPS equals to what? 90 degrees. What's your reason? Tangent perpendicular to what? Radius. Therefore, angle P2 is 90. I'm just transferring relevant information. All right? What about, if you don't know how to label, you can even say angle R2 plus angle R3 equals to what? 90 degrees. Why? Angles on a straight what? Line. Therefore, angle S is equal to X. Sum of what? There are two ways of doing this. I could also use exterior angle. Check. Exterior angle. This angle plus this angle should be equal to that. Exterior angle of a triangle is equal to sum of opposite what? Interior. I'm done. Number 3. Guys, if you follow what I'm doing, write everything, transfer the information. Don't read. It's not life of pi. You know, read, stop, interpret. Prove that. Now, please, when they say prove that it's a shape, look at what I'm going to use. I am going to use my what? If statement. And once I use my if statement, the reason comes with what? Converse. Prove that what? RSTW is what? cyclic quadrilateral. You know what I like to do? I like to, okay, this is X. I like to highlight my cyclic quad. I hope they allow highlighting in your school. What am I looking for? RS. Let me make it a bit thicker so it's easy to see. RS TW. What are the properties of a cyclic quadrilateral? Opposite angles are supplementary angles in the same segment, or exterior angle is equal to what? Opposite interior angle. Okay. Let's see. 3 marks, so it shouldn't be difficult. We're looking for one of those. Okay. All right. Let's see what this examiner is all about. What is this examiner all about? Ta 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 ta. Okay, can I prove if this is, since I know this angle, right? Let's look at my cyclic quad. Do you see that's an exterior? Can I prove that this is X? W2. That's one thing I'm thinking. Is it possible to prove that that is X? If I can get that this is X, then I'll be done. We okay? Because I think that's the only thing I see right now. All right, everybody, let's try to focus on this. I may have taken you away from, but if anybody sees something else, I'm just thinking that's what I would want to prove. That's one. Otherwise, I'll have to prove that this, because I don't know this. Which one is 90? Why would you say it's 90?
Because of the angles in the same segment.
Which segment? This is outside the circle.
But can they say that when it's outside the circle and it's drawn out of the circle to measure this inside?
Who taught you that? Maybe you didn't hear well. You didn't hear well. Okay, I'm trying to find this as X, but it looks like it's in the middle of nowhere. But we'll have to figure it out. Okay, just listen to my ramblings, all right? 3 marks shouldn't be difficult. It might be hiding somewhere. Let me just to reduce. I want to see something here. Okay, I want to just see something there. Oh, look at that angle I'm looking for. I'm actually done. I'm looking for this angle, right? I told you, I forgot my own rules. Trace where it's coming from. Where is W2 coming from? Where does it go to? Done. Trace the source. So W2 is what? X. Guys, did that make sense? So I'll say W2 is equal to what? X. Angles in the same what? Segment. Now, I know that W2 therefore is equal to S, which means RSTW is a cyclic what? Quadrilateral. Do you see that each statement tells you what to look for? What's your reason? Converse. Exterior angle is equal to opposite interior angle. The only time you don't use converse is when you're doing alternate and front angles generally. Please, did it make sense? Did it make sense? It's the principle, how you work it out. And may I please give you an advice? Start with Euclidean on Monday or whenever you're writing paper 2. 1 hour. After 1 hour, jump. Don't spend more than an hour.
1 hour?
Yes, max.
They don't allow us to not They say, the chicks today, they gave us a whole speech beforehand, and they said, the chicks should maybe cannot answer your paper in any order but the order that it's in?
Please don't mind them.
Okay, gotcha.
Please don't. If you know question 10, start with it. And the good thing with paper 2 comes with a booklet, so no one knows what you answered first.
Oh, like that. Okay.
Yeah.
But even in paper 1, you are allowed to start with anything.
Really?
Yes.
Even for all subjects.
There's no rule that says you must start with. No.
They told us that guys don't know question 3 start with question 3. Just
Please.
something has to be okay. But you can't do now 1.3.
All right, come.
2.3.
Let's run here. Look, I already see its proportionality. I'm not even wasting time. You can identify its proportionality, right?
Yeah.
Why are you putting your hands on your head like that? The diagram below shows triangle ABC with P being the midpoint of AC. Okay. Again, remember what I told you. You got to read and go check. P is the what? Midpoint of AC. You know what I'll do? I'll just put a note here. So AP is equal to what? PC. Now, RS is parallel. Okay. AR ratio AB is 3 to 5. No. AB. So that's 2. Please put letters. Do you understand where my 2 is coming from, people? Yes. AR to AB. AB is 5. So if that is 3, that will be 2. Please talk to me. Do you understand where the 2 came from? We're good. Lovely. What else? CR cut, blah, blah, blah. Give a reason for a ratio of AS over SC. Look at AS over what? SC. 4 marks. Beautiful. We've got to look for parallel lines. Now, find triangles that have what? Parallel lines. The first thing I see is this. Do you see that with me? So it means this one will be what? 3 and 2. I'm going to use different alphabets. Does that make sense? Nah, check. What is this? 5y. 5y. Do you see why transferring the information and making notes just makes sense?
Yes.
Then I'm done with the question. Because
3y.
what do I want? I want what? AS, same variable, over what? SC, 7y. It's lekker, guys. Number 1. Let's write. What do we write? AR over what? RB will be equal to what? AS over SP. What's your reason? Proportionality what? Theorem. Because RS is parallel to what? BP. Therefore, AS over SP equals to what? 3 over 2. But AP is equal to what? PC. That is what? Given. Now, AS over SC. Do we know AS? 3y. Or we can actually write this to say, it's fine. 3, that's given. What is SC? 7. 4 marks. Make sense?
Yes.
You can even, I wanted to do something. I wanted to write 5y here. Number 2. Guys, did it make sense? Carefully walking through. Do you know why I said you should start with Euclidean? You're still calm. You're still calm. When that hour hits, you'd see 300 lines now.
Yeah, you must do that. Then you must go to analytical to boost your morale and then correction.
Absolutely. Lovely. Lovely. I love Trigs too. For me, if I was doing the paper, I start Euclidean, Trigs, analytical. But I just wish you could start with it. Please train yourself, write paper tomorrow, start with Euclidean, time yourself, and you'd see. 45 minutes, 1 hour. if find RT if TC is 20. Okay, what are we looking for? TC is 20. What are we looking for? RT. Oh, sweet. Do you notice another triangle?
Yes.
You're just looking for a triangle with parallel lines. Do you notice that?
So then RT will be
And I know my ratio. This Euclidean is liquor, man.
so it will be 5 is to 2, which will be 3 is to something.
Okay, but your write-up is important. So what do we write? We're looking for RT, right? SP over PC
Is equal to
RT over TC. What's your reason? Proportionality what? Theorem. Which lines are parallel? Beautiful. Now what is SP? 2y. If you like, you can put the y. What is PC? 5y. What is RT? Unknown. What is TC? 20 units. Cross multiply. RT is 8 units. Are we okay, everybody? Did that make sense?
I don't know, but not.
Make sense?
I use 1 to 1 for everything.
Okay. Ratio of areas. I also talked about ratio of areas. There are 3 types of 3 methods, 3 things you should look for. If they have a common angle, use sine half AB sine C. If they have a common base and a common height, half base times height. All the notes are there. And if it's complex, you have to subtract triangles. But let's try to observe this one quickly. Please go through those notes again. They are too elaborate. Okay, come. First thing is to trace. Let's trace. What do we have? TPC. T. Where's P? P. C. Okay. Okay, let me do this. Let me do this so that we see clearly. We're using this triangle, right? TPC. And what's the other triangle? R. We are done. No. Oh, it's time. What do you notice? Angle C is common. I use trig ratio. Angle C is common. So, area of triangle TPC is half. Please, it's going to be the 2 sides that make up that angle. What do I mean? Let me use a green highlighter. Half AB sine C. Half. Okay, TPC. Where is TPC? TPC. This is the angle that I'm using, right? Common. So it is this side, and the angle. The angle must be in. Please make sure you get that. The side, and the angle. So what would it be? Give me the formula. Half TC, PC, sine C over the area of triangle what? RSC over, again, half RC, I hope it makes sense, SC, again, it is the sides, side, and the angle in between. What do you notice about sine C? What is our TC? 20 units. What is PC?
5 units.
It's not 5 units, it's 5y.
Okay.
So we didn't put y in there as well.
It's a factor of multiplication which we don't know. So please put it. It's not the length. What is RC? 28.
Oh, yeah.
We got RT as 8, right? What is SC? 2y. Huh? No. 7. See, they would cancel each other. So what's our answer?
100 over.
You do the maths.
100 over 196. Which will give you 25 over 49. Or 0,
25 over?
49.
Beautiful, we're done. Guys, did this make sense? This is some cheap 11 marks. Easy 11 marks.
I had to sit, so that's why we came to teacher looking it up.
Give me thumbs up and thumbs down if you are lost somewhere. You want me to re-explain, please. We're good. Okay. Oh, last question on this. Oof, I see something hectic here. Again, let's start by reading, right? Please watch. In the diagram, A, T, B, C, I love to highlight my cyclic chord. I love to do that. A, T, B, C is a cyclic chord. I just love to highlight it. Okay? Such that AC is parallel to what? TB. AC, okay. I know there's fun angles there. Right? AP is a tangent. Oh, beautiful. Once I see a tangent there, since they didn't give me any letters, I see X. I can use, which angle will be Y? Does that make sense? Tangent and a chord.
Oh yeah, because then they use that.
I just like interpreting before I even go to the question. Tangent, chord. Oh, and if these lines are parallel,
4. T4 will be Y also.
just throwing things here and there. Okay. Proof that, ooh, I love this one. No, similarity. And how do you prove this? My good learners, list the angles in order. That's the way I start. PAT. Let me explain what I mean. And PAT. What triangle? What angles do you see? P, A1, T1, and T2. Okay, because I don't have an answer yet, I'm just going to list it. P, A1, T1 plus T2. We good? Now, PCA. Please, if you do your own things, you're just going to waste time. PCA. Okay, PCA. Okay, what do you have? C1. A1 plus. Okay, check. Come on. What is A1? It's Y. What is C1? I only need 2. And I'm done. The third one, third angle. So what do we write? Angle P is common. Angle A1 is equal to angle C1. What's your reason? 10 chord. Now, T1 plus T2, you can write it like that. No one is going to finish you. Equals to what? A1 plus A2. What's your reason? Third angle. Therefore, triangle PAT is similar to triangle PCA. What's your reason? Angle, angle, angle. I am done. 3 marks in the bag. And I told you, once you do that, write out your ratios. Don't miss it. Write out your ratios.
I'll explain my stupidity later, I promise.
Okay, please tell me your ratio, everybody. Just write it down somewhere. Let's write it here. Give me your ratios. Do you know how to write ratio? Smile, smile, eyebrow, eyebrow, smile, eyebrow, eyebrow, smile.
Okay, so
what do you have? PA over PC, AT over CA, PT over PA. I like to write it alphabetically. Just keep it there. Okay, next question. If PA is 6 and TC is 5 and PT is X, prove that. You know what I'm going to do? I always try to link this question first to the ratio I have. Let's check something. PA. Do we have PA in our ratio?
Here.
Okay.
And at the top.
Do we have TC?
No.
No. Okay, where's TC?
We have PT.
Okay, we've got TC here, right? All right, 5 meters. Do we have PT?
Here.
Okay, wait, let me mark it. We have PT, right? We have PA. We also have what? PA here. Prove that x squared plus... Now, TC is my problem. We don't know TC, but do we have to use
Can't
it?
you say PC minus PT? And
Huh?
can't you say PC minus PT?
P...
So won't
Because
it
you have
be
PC
5
and
minus x?
Okay, wait, let me see one problem I'm doing. I'm not writing the information. What is PT? That is x, right? What is TC?
5.
5. Right? Okay, and what is PA? We have. Okay, wait. Do you notice that by writing this, I have 3 things? And what I don't have is what? But if I look at PC,
X plus 5.
X.
So we can solve.
So, my ratios work. The Bishop's principle will always work. PA over PC, PT over AP. Why did you write this? Because triangles are similar. What is PA? 6
6.
over, what is PC?
X plus 5.
X plus 5. What is PT? X. What is AP?
6.
Oh,
Cross
cross multiply. X squared plus 5x equals to what? 36.
Factorize.
X squared? No, we don't
Don't
factorize.
factorize?
That's all they
No,
want.
we don't have to. We have to prove. My bad.
Determine the length of PT. PT is x. Oh, now we can factorize 9 and 4. Do you notice that? X plus 9, x minus 4. X equal to negative 9. It cannot be negative, it's a distance.
X is equal to 4.
So what is our PT? 4. 4 what? Meters.
Oh,
So every time you prove your similarity, write your ratios. Try to carry it along. Guys, did it make sense? I'm just enjoying myself. Now, calculate the length of PD. Please, some of you are already dying. You're looking at 8 marks. Relax.
So we can solve for x.
Let's see. We already have x.
So then
The idea is, okay, hold on. Let's go find out. What are we looking for first? We're looking for PD. I'm going to come back here and check. Is there any PD? No. All right. So that's where I go to. Now, PD. There. Interesting. What is it that I know? I know my... Okay, let me do this. Because I want us to work on that. I'm taking all of this away. Okay. We're thinking together. What is PA? What is X, by the way? 4. Right? 4. Beautiful. Okay. We're looking for the length of PD. There. Parallel lines, do we have them? Yes. Hold on. I'm looking at... No. You got to look around. Check something. I see something. I don't know if it's going to work. But since I have a parallel line, do you notice... Let me use a red line. Do you notice proportionality? Because this line, we're told, this line is parallel to that line. Do you see proportionality there? Right? Okay. This is 4 meters and 5 meters. So, I know that PT over what? TC is equal to what? PD over what? AD. What's your reason? Proportionality what? Theorem. Which lines are parallel?
DB or DT. DB? DT?
DT
Is parallel to AC.
AC. Okay. Do I know PET? Yes. Do I know TC? Yes. Do I know PD?
No,
that's what I'm looking for. But I know it's, so I know that is ratio 2 to 5. Okay. AD. Can we go back to, do we have anything that has to do with AD on our ratio? Oh, come on. We have what? PA. Oh, we are given PA as 6. Why did I give this question 8 marks? Because we are done. We are done. PA is 6. I can change my proportionality by saying PC over, since I want the whole length, PC over what? PT over PC, right? Equals to what? PD, that's what I'm looking for.
PA.
Over P.
And
Why?
you have 3 of your 4 and you can
Why 8 marks? Hebanna. PD over what? PA. Thank you, Mohammed, for seeing that. What is PT? 4. What is TC? 5. What is PD?
What we're solving for?
And what is PA? No, there must be a mistake somewhere.
I think they're trying to give Mr. Bishop the gap.
No, there must be a mistake somewhere.
24.
Yes?
As well.
Sorry? Oh, yeah. To be PC. You're so smart, Nana. Because it's that fraction over the whole length. Thank you. What is our PC? 9. So what is PD? 4 times 6 over 9. What's your answer?
873 or 2.6 recurring.
I think there was a mistake. This can't be 7. This can't be 8 marks.
They give you a mark for each part of the answer.
This can't be 8 marks. My good learners, did this make sense?
Yes, lots of sense. Surprisingly enough.
Did this make sense? So in this paper we dealt with the Trigs and the what? Euclidean. I sent another paper, I sent a Limpopo paper on the group. Please work on it as well.
Limpopo and Free State like to give theoremetrics off the decks.
No, the Mopu Malanga, that's your.
Alright, will it suffice to hang the boot here tonight? Can we, so that you can rest and carry on again? Alright. I hope it made a lot of sense. Learn the little things it's not about the answers right now. It's about how we got the answers, the things we did, the things we said, the trigonometry, the time management. All of those things matter. All of those things matter. Whatever time management you're going to try it while practicing as well. Okay. So tomorrow we'll look at analytical. Do me a favor. I'm working with the same paper. Do the analytical in the same paper. Okay. Yes. And then if we... No, this is Northwest. Yes. This is Northwest. But nothing stops you from going to the Limpopo even tonight if you have some time. If there are challenges, we quickly work on it. Since we have a class tomorrow together. All right, for those of you that will not be here, I know Fatima, you might not be here tomorrow. The class will be recorded. I know Mohammed, you also might not be here tomorrow morning. Eid Mubarak. Okay. Yeah. Make sure you send some good legs of the goat or the sheep. Yeah, Nuran also will not be here. All right. Make sure you send the big ram. You can even transfer the live ram. Once you start, I just got half for your favorite maths teacher, and we take it from there. Okay, guys, please have a lovely evening. Make sure you rest as well. You need to be cool, calm, and collected for paper 2. Good night.